Joining me on today's Lender Spotlight is Steve Mix of Fairway Mortgage. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Dennis.
Thank you for coming on. Why don't we get started by talking about a little bit about what's happening in the market right now? I know things are a little crazy, but let us know from your perspective what's happening with the world of mortgage lending.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the question I'm getting most these days is, where are rates at? And we've come down from highs of mid sevens or low sevens, and we're getting down into the fives again. And everything I'm reading, we anticipate that they're going to continue. It's not a straight line; it's going to be up and down, but that we should see lower rates in throughout the year. Unfortunately, the prediction is that the economy is going to kind of stall, and that's going to cause the Fed to stop raising. But that stall or rates coming down, would be nice if it comes around springtime when the real estate market heats up.
Yeah. So tell us about Fairway Mortgage. You've been with them, and you've been sort of partnering with Century 21 Celli for a while. So let us know what your company does and your highlights and what you can do.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We're Fairway Independent Mortgage. Are what's called a correspondent lender. So basically, we underwrite, we lend, we finance. We're in control of the process throughout. And then once you get your mortgage and you buy your house or refi with us, we typically sell the mortgage, in an aftermarket. Doesn't really impact anything, doesn't change rates or terms or anything like that. The advantage of using someone like us is we have access to basically every product under the sun. Whatever product is the right fit for you, we can use that product. And because we're the second largest non-depository lender in the country, and that gives us buying power in terms of rates. We're very competitive with rates, and marry that with all the products that we have. We're going to get the right product and rate for your given situation.
Yeah. And if someone comes to you with less than stellar credit, tell me what you can do for them.
Sure. Yeah, that's great question. I've been doing this for a long time. I've looked at a million credit reports, and at initial glance, we'll look and see some people have great credit. There's nothing we need to do. Great. We'll move on to the next phase. Other people will have one or two things maybe on their credit that are causing the score to impact rates, or maybe not get the exact product that they want. We actually have a department in our company called Credit Tool. It's free of charge to the customers, and they will look at their credit report and make recommendations in terms of how to best improve their score. It depends on what we're trying to do. Sometimes it's maybe just cleaning a derogatory item up that's causing an issue, or something that's on there that shouldn't be on there that's hurting their ratios. We'll get that removed. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So they'll say, hey, this is going to take us 3 months or 2 months, or depending on what the scope is of the repair that we're trying to do. And they're also trying to keep in mind, how much money do they have to spend there. We know that we're trying to buy a house. They're going to kind of juggle, not spending more than you need to, but to how to optimize your credit score.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. So also talk a little bit about something that's I haven't heard a whole lot about, but it's on the homepage of your website, and it's a video on actually self-employed people trying to get mortgages, and that's something that you don't hear a whole lot about, since most people seem to have jobs with employers, but there are a lot of freelancers and self-employed people out there who may not quite understand how the process of obtaining a mortgage might affect them with their employment status. So can you tell me how you help people who are self-employed?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I do a fair amount of that. Just from most of my business is referral generated, and you help one self-employed person. They kind of seem to hang in the same corners. Yeah, the self-employed borrowers, after 2008, with the Dodd-Frank reforms, and they really kind of cracked down on what you could use for income and how to prove it, et cetera. So, the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac guidelines are pretty strict on self-employed borrowers. So, we'll look at, basically every aspect that we think the underwriter is going to try and look at and make sure that we have all our bases covered. Sometimes we'll have to pull their CPA in to fix their taxes a little bit. They're, obviously trying to minimize taxes as much as they can, but they do have to show enough income to support the house that they're trying to get. We actually do have, kind of non-traditional, what are called bank statement programs that we can, show enough income on bank statements and not get into their tax returns and other documents that may stop them from getting a mortgage. They pay for that rate wise sometimes, but it really just depends on the situation. Everyone's situation is a little bit different. Some have seasonal income. Some have 1099s from multiple sources, and you need to show at least a 2-year history. So kind of like credit, sometimes when we're getting a self-employed person prepared, it may be a year out or 6 months out, or just depending on when the next tax cycle is. Now that we're in the 2023, I have some self-employed borrowers that I'm saying, hey, get your account on your taxes right now so we can show improved income. And they're going to pay a little bit more tax wise, but it's going to help you get that home. And that's an investment. So you got to kind of juggle that, what you pay for taxes and what you show for income.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. Well, let's talk about you a little bit. What what do you like about the business? Why are you in the business of mortgage lending?
Sure. I've been doing it for almost 20 years now. I love, my ideal customer is a first-time home buyer. I love holding their hands throughout the process. They're typically very nervous, have a ton of questions. And I love watching a young couple or a young professional get into their first home and really especially if it's a young family with kids and whatnot, and you get them into their first home and kind of onto the real estate journey of their life. It's great being able to participate in that. Just get people in the right living situation.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you for joining me today. Anything else you wanted to mention before we end this?
Sure. Just happy to be on here and give Century 21 Celli a little plug. Those guys do great work. And I've been dealing with Craig for a while now, and he great community participator, helps out with a lot of charities and Rotarians and whatnot. And it's good to have good partners that share the same mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a great slate of agents here at Century 21 Celli, and we appreciate all of your help with our clients, trying to help them get their mortgage products. So we appreciate Steve Mix with Fairway Independent Mortgage Company. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
All right.